I'll be honest. First time doing this. Welcome to the first video on this channel. I don't have a script. I don't have a plan. I'm just doing it. So if it works, it works. If not, nah, I don't care. I'm doing it for fun. The game today is called Mandragora, The Curse of the Witch Tree. A Metroidvania, Souls-like game that I found, and I played like the demo, which prompted me to get the full game. Put like 2 hours into it, had some fun, and I'm gonna do an actual playthrough and record it and upload it as I progress through it, and we'll see how it goes. Um, for the most part, it's a fun game. You can see I made somebody right here already, but probably just leave them right there. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know how to do this whole commentary thing. Not really a big fan on it, but gotta do something for entertainment. Can't just play the game. Uh, look through the classes beforehand. Essentially, just each class is obviously a different type of archetype. For example, this is like the warrior, the vanguard. This is like the mage with fire, or like a hybrid class. This is an actual mage, just you know, focus spells. Assassin, specialize in poison. A druid. I didn't play them. Like the only classes I played this as like the one character. This was like in the demo I played. This wasn't available. This wasn't available, and this wasn't available. But you were able to play as the assassin, the mage, and the warrior in the demo. The druid, I have no idea what they're capable of. Everything else was like kind of self-explanatory. And then you got this thing, which I would assume is like the equivalent of a paladin. Honestly, I think I kind of want to play them, truth to be told. Uh, for the most part, the game is pretty fun. It doesn't really have much in the way of customization for your character, but you know, what game does these days? You got like a lot of fluff and filler and copy paste when it comes to customization for characters, and I mean, what can you really do? You know, that's the industry. I mean, you can do a lot more, but I'm not heckling nobody for it. It is what it is. Um, yeah, the faces suck, but it is what it is. We'll go for this guy. He looks good enough. We'll go for like, my God, Majin Buu. Um, yeah, the options are very not all that great, but you know it is what it is. Oh my gosh, it's disgusting. All right, I'll go with that. Hairstyle. The hairstyle sucked. Absolutely terrible. Honestly, I'd prefer the Killmonger cut. I'm gonna be honest. Like it's overused, it's stupid, but like it's better than this crap. It's probably like the best hairstyle right here. Everything else, or maybe bald. Looks like The Rock. Looks like Black Adam. Holy, huh? Nah, the anime haircut. Nah, that's okay. No, looks like I don't know what that is. Hell no. Hell no. No. Definitely no. Goodness no. Nope. Nah. Yeah, we'll go with this. Uh, music might be a bit loud, but you know, we turn it down in the settings. Usually when it comes to creating characters, I usually like to kind of put myself in the shoes of the game. I don't really. If I'm able to create my own character, this one isn't to my likeness at all. But he's like cool enough to where it's like I don't mind. I'm not too really picky about it. I know some people they like to like some, for example, guys like to create a girl character and play as the avatar, or a girl like to make a guy character just for like whatever aesthetics or whatever reasoning. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I just know for me it's like I can't make a female character and try to like contend with that. Cause like when I play a video game, when I'm able to create a character, I kind of just see myself in that character's shoes. If that makes sense.
The sun is rising.
All right, we'll roll with that.
Beautiful.
And a name. Uh, Gotta figure out a name real quick. Um, Gotta figure out a name real quick. Let's go with. Let's go with. Let's go with Ziggy. Oh, if you hear like barking or random shuffling, I have like two dogs in the background doing random things, doing dog things. Oh, I pressed the button by accident. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What happened? Why is it? Oh Lord, they see something in the window, barking at somebody. Alright, pressed the button by accident, got everything back, finalized, got the name. Alright, difficulty. Motion blur off, sprint hold, camera shake, everything's pretty good. Health, stamina, mana, equip load, physical magic range, mobility. Alright. Strike all enemies on a large radius around you with divine light, dealing 167 damage. Damage split evenly between targets. Enemies struck have their armor reduced by 35% for 12 seconds. Um, I guess if there's anything I gotta talk about, it's probably just about me in general. During cutscenes, I'm gonna shut up, honestly.
I was raised on the streets of Crimson City and would have died on them had I not displayed the ability to wield the arcane arts. Word of my powers spread, and I was taken from my mother to be trained as an inquisitor. What happened to her, I still don't know. Sometimes I have a dream of being born. The rain splashing, my mother's labored breathing, and the sound of a mandrake screaming.
We serve him through serving you. 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 We serve him through serving you.
He is the world's salvation, as I am yours.
And forever shall be.
What's in there? You're all wondering. Ominous, isn't it? We all know why the walls around our capital exist. This world fell to the forces of darkness before many of you were even born. Only here, in Crimson City, with our faith in the Divine One and the power he bestows on me, can we thrive in a corrupt world. As the sun fades, its light is replaced by shadows and the terrors that lurk within them. We all fear the night, but what if it had a face? Abominations, apostates, sorcery, famine, disease. There is a root from which all evil springs, blighting the lands with monstrosities and cursing us all. Our greatest foe, unseen to most, until now. A witch. Gaze at this creature. Do you see her? The source of our downfall, the mother of all heretics. Do you see how even with her dying breath she tries to hex us, even within our God's own sanctum? Why, I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to tear her apart with your own hands. Shh. I understand your pain. The Divine One hears your rage. But we are better than this beast. We must show mercy to her. Our God has filled me with divine power. And within his cleansing light, even you, my enemy, shall be redeemed in his eyes.
Corrupts the King's Inquisitor.
You are mistaken. This is a gift. The Divine One has blessed this Inquisitor with his power. And all things from our God have a purpose. Now go, my blessed subject. Go into the streets and tell everyone how our faith has triumphed over true evil. Let it be a lesson to all the heretics and liars that slander my good name and sow the seeds of chaos in our kingdom. Inquisitor, a word in private.
Alright, one thing I like about the game a lot is like the voice acting and art. Kind of reminds me of like Diablo. Um,
You ruined my ceremony with that surprise of yours. If I had left it to the crowd, you'd be swinging from a rope outside the city. I want you to remember what I did for you in there. Because quite frankly, I don't know what your powers or potential are, but you are one of my weapons, and I would rather wield you than break you.
I live to serve, my lord.
Oh, you do, and don't forget it. No matter what power you manifest, you wield it in my service. That witch did not die with her secrets. It took days to break her. Most spirited animal I've ever seen tamed. I thought her screams would wake the dead. There's another out there. She was on her way to meet her sister somewhere around Wickham. You and the other Inquisitors will have the honor of tracking her down and bringing her here.
You want me to confront another witch?
Yes. And do not kill this one. Report to the Chief Inquisitor and then be on your way. Oh, and child, the witch will tempt you with words. The lies that birth heretics. And you know what we do with those, don't you?
Threatening.
Where am I?
Who said that?
You okay? See, you've got your traveling gear on. Guess he trusts you enough to reassign you. I wasn't sure you were going to come out of there alive. The other witch, you mean? You know what it took to bring in the other? 20 guardsmen, killed or good as dead. Took Grand Inquisitor Maddock himself to subdue the witch. And I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but Maddock is nursing a pretty serious injury. Not that he'd show it. No. Still not sure if that's a reward or punishment. I've got another heretic to chase down. Committed the sin of being too influential with the poor.
That's a sin.
Forget I said it. Good luck on the witch hunt. And do try to come back alive. If I have to bury one more true friend, well, I guess that's the last I'll have to do any shoveling, huh?
That's a heavy footer. Oh,
This voice. Am I hallucinating?
so what I was saying beforehand, before the cutscenes, it's like I really like the art and the voice acting for the game. Um, for me, games that have like good story or gameplay are usually what I gravitate towards, especially if like I'm not gonna break those. Especially if like the indies, they got selling stuff. Uh, games where I could like do build crafting, build theory or whatever, numbers and stuff, roguelikes, RPGs, you know, stuff like that. It's interesting.
Hey, Inquisitor! Here's to you. Brother's out there, swinging from his neck, thinking about what he's done. You set him right. Listen.
Yeah. Kind of forgot what I was saying. Just essentially the type of games I like.
You showed mercy when you killed that witch. I should have been in your place. I would have let her burn to ashes.
I've never seen a more disappointed crowd, even when it's their own fathers being hung.
You're not fit to hunt witches. You aren't even strong enough to beat me, and I'll prove it. To the soldiers gathered, I challenge this Inquisitor to a duel. No one will interfere until one of us yields.
Show him the light, Casca.
Know your place, Inquisitor. You fight with ill intention. I will test this one's devotion to the cause.
Yes, Maddock.
Inquisitor, make ready.
Teach them, Maddock.
Yes, teach them!
Oh, what? Oh.
His Holiness' faith in you is justified. Still, if this power you have manifested is used in anything but his service, I will hunt you down, same as any.
As will I.
I'm better than you. And I'll turn that witch in before you're even out of the city limits. You'll see.
Inquisitors, we have orders to find and apprehend a witch. We will search the areas around Wickham. Keska, Gloomroot, Olin, Ravenholm Woods. And you.
Graveseep Swamp. So,
Worth a look. You all have your orders. Hunt well.
Let's go. I don't like her. Just kind of I can't say what I want to say, but yeah. But no, I keep getting cut off. I keep.
Got supplies for your journey upstairs. You deserve better for what you did to that witch, but it's all we've got to spare.
Why, thank you. I keep getting distracted by like the dialogue. The way I want to do like playthroughs and stuff is like, you know, I want to do whatever commentary. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of difficult considering all things. You know, trying to talk to, essentially talking to yourself and trying to make it entertaining, which in itself is difficult. But you know, I decided to start recording, doing the whole YouTube thing because
Which has been abandoned for some time. Didn't heretics live here?
If people didn't live in the houses of heretics, half the city would be in this state. Let's get to work.
the reason I decided to start recording is because like I got a lot of games in my backlog, and I want to get to them. I want to get around to them at some point. And I decided to start with this one first, so this would be like the first playthrough for the channel. But no,
Really? Even for an inquisitor, that's... I suppose it's not my place to say. Best of luck to you.
why, thank you. ADHD going off right now, crazy. Can't even focus. I don't gotta read that.
it's reacting to me.
Essentially, starting up YouTube to get through the backlog and hopefully do things enough to be able to, you know, get through the game,
I can feel its power strengthen me.
or get through the games that I have. So, you know, more than one playthrough will be up. I'm not really the super duper editing, all that extra flim flam bingamabob that like other people usually do on YouTube with all the edits and cuts and stuff. I like to keep it simple for the most part. I used to watch a lot of like goodness gracious. The warrior had like a shield and you're ready to like block and parry. I got like used to that and tried to do something, but I don't have anything in that slot. Nah, like I used to watch a lot of like older YouTubers. I used to watch a lot of like Nova and like Seamus. Seamus is like to this day still one of my favorite YouTubers. Yikes. Boy, am I messing up the buttons. I watched a lot of Seamus growing up. I enjoyed his content. It was like entertaining with the commentary and just real straightforward with just how he just played the game, talked. He was entertaining himself. So like I'd like to do something similar to that, you know. Not to say I won't like edit certain things, but there's like a lot of people who record and kind of like do a lot, you know. To each their own. People enjoy it. It is what it is. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just it's not me, and I don't think I'll ever really conform to that. But you know, that's someone needs help.
She's gone. My Vin. The wolves came out of nowhere, scared her so much she broke her reins and ran off with them on her heels. Without her, my cart's not going far, and there's nothing I can do. Down the road. I just hope they haven't caught her. Please, just find Vin. They chased her down the road, and I doubt they would just stop with her. Hey, and in case the wolves attack, here's a sharpening stone for your weapon.
No, it's just different strokes for different folks. You know, people enjoy different forms of content, and I feel as though like the content I'm trying to make won't be anything too like extravagant or you know, we have items. It won't be too extravagant or anything that's like that. I don't want to say like not unique, but just pretty simple, straightforward. Play the game, talk a little bit, tell a story, maybe if I can even find a story to tell, But then I just want to play the game and enjoy it. Witness the story, because that's why I like video games, because of the story. I gotta remember the backstep. But that's kind of like the whole reason why I want to record and play video games, is to get through the backlog and kind of set up a YouTube thing. I don't really care about like a career. I don't really care if it takes off. I just want to do it for fun because, you know, it's a challenge. I step forward doing things. Um, of course, you know, during the video you could pause and read whatever anything pops up on the screen. I've been kind of clicking through the screens, the menus, and the dialogue options. Not entirely sure if I should like read dialogue options. Oh wow. Most of the most of the I trying to buff myself. Oh my. Okay. Got the corner. Heal up. I'm bugging.
Whatever is happening doesn't look good.
Woo! I'm fucking up. I'm messing up. Oh my goodness. You're close to dying, don't worry. I can't reach! T-Rex arms! Stamina. Come here, just... There we go. I was playing cat and mouse right there. Just messing up real bad.
Entropy?
What is this?
What are you?
But, you know, just trying to get a good start on my games and do the YouTube thing along the way. So it seems like it'll be fun. Like I said, I don't really care about like none of that extra stuff. That seems like way too much of a headache just to be trying to do something as a hobby.
She's safe.
Oh. Seems I may be stuck here until the Ox are less spooked. Come on, Vin. Daddy's here. It's okay. You're safe now. I'll need a place to set up camp. Since ancient times, it's said no traveler came to harm in the ruins nearby. Most merchants know of it. I'll take you there.
I know a lot of people or content creators, when they make content, they either burn out or they make it like their life's work, and I don't think I'll take that path. There's way too much going on in the
We
world.
followed the blacksmith along a well-worn trail, hoping the sun would hold out until we reached our destination. Ulfar was as strong as one of his oxen, but the man seemed like he wouldn't even split a log without apologizing to it first. As dusk faded, we entered a campsite under a gnarled ancient tree that I could swear was watching us. He breathed a sigh of relief, made a sign to God I did not know, and spoke.
There's just way too much going on in the world for all that stress.
This is the place. Best place to set up shop outside the walls of a city. Maybe business will pick up, especially if they keep turning travelers away from Wickham.
What's happening at Wickham?
Not sure. Band of musicians told me the roads have become too dangerous.
Unfortunately, that's where I'm headed.
Then you may want to use my services before you go.
It's so peaceful here.
Yeah, way too much stress in the world to be trying to fill my plate up too much. leveling up. It's pretty simple and straightforward. Ain't too hard. Uh, I'm pretty sure I can like do this way better instead of just individually like that. That was kind of a slog. Character screen, inventory, talent tree. I I like to read for the most part. What I'm kind of clicking on and all that stuff. Like I said, theory crafting, build crafting. I enjoy it a lot. Um, of course, if you don't like want to sit there through that, then by all means, you know, skip through the video. I don't really know how long I want to make these videos. Maybe 30 minutes, maybe a bit longer. I don't want to make like an hour video because like who really has time? Who really has an hour to sit down and watch some muck play a game when they can go play it themselves? You know, just like trying to be conscientious and considerate of people's times. Unless people want like long form content, and that's cool. I don't. I think like shorter videos are good depending on like what the context is and stuff. But I don't know. A lot of they make a lot of shorts, like YouTube shorts. I feel like it's like a terrible construct. It's no different than like Instagram Reels, and it's like, bro, I get stuck sometimes trying to like find something to watch, and then YouTube Shorts come up, and it's like it's interesting enough to click on it. Then it becomes like something I don't care for in the long run. But then it's like you get stuck watching it. So you know, YouTube Shorts is an interesting thing in itself. But like I like longer form content videos. I watch a lot of like other YouTubers. I would name and list a few, but I feel like at the same time, there wouldn't really be a point. I mean, it's not that there wouldn't be a point. It's just, you know. I mean, I did talk about watching Nova, Seamus. I watch a lot of Indie Mouse. I like his content a lot. He has really good videos, and the way he does his editing and stuff is pretty dope. Mickey Moo. Haven't been watching him as much, but I enjoyed his content for a while. I have 3 points. Knowledge, spirit. Gathering light, 1 talent point. Increases your light brand chance by 5%. Getting hit by a melee attack has a 20% chance to afflict the attacker with light brand. Defensive. Alright, and then if I go this way, strength, endurance, strength, faith. Every 5th weapon attack restores 8 mana. That's pretty damn good. I want both of these. I'm not gonna lie. It's like protection. Let's see. What is that? Light capacitor. 1% of any overhealing received is converted to light barrier. That's pretty dope. I don't know what light barrier is. After not receiving any damage for 20 seconds, your light barrier refills up to 50% of its maximum capacity. Huh. Pretty good. So if you have like the shield active or whatever, and you don't lose it. No, receiving damage as in general, or receiving damage as, we'll figure it out. Concentration. Divine intervention. When taking damage that would leave you below, oh, that's my alarm. When taking damage that would leave you below 25% of your maximum health, you gain maximum light barrier, and all nearby enemies are affected with light brand. That's kind of like, I guess if you, like a one-hit kill type of thing if you get put below your health. Or so, okay, pretty good. That's like a kind of a get out of jail free card. Let's see. What is this? Celestial barrier. Your light barrier capacity is increased to 30% of your maximum health. That's pretty good. What is this? Each nearby enemy increases your damage up by 5%. Pretty good. Lifelink. Your light barrier generation is increased by up to 50% from all sources based on your missing health. The lower your health, the higher the bonus. Okay. They got some really good perks for this class. I'm kind of digging it. It's like a paladin, kind of like, I won't say high reward, but like a lot of sustainability, a lot of protection. Each point of spirit increases your armor by 0.5 while wielding an astral relic. The bonus increased by 100%. That's pretty good. Unbreakable spirit. Astral power. You deal 10% more damage while at maximum health. You take 10% less damage while below maximum health. That's pretty good, especially if you got like a shield and everything. Oh, it's like the one meme with the I forgot the song, but it's like the person ascending or whatever. Elevated spirit, each point of spirit increases your maximum health by 3. That's pretty good. That revolves around spirit. Eternal hope, increase your effectiveness of healing from all sources by 10%. So that's pretty good. What's this? Flash heal, while you are below 35% health, the astral damage instantly consumes light brand from targets, restoring 99 health. That's, I get out of jail free card. Radiant overflow, your relic gains charge equal to 10% of any healing received through light brand. Casting astral spell restores 50 health. The effect has a 10-second cooldown. Overexposure. When you receive healing from an enemy through light brand, the target takes 10% of the healing as astral damage. I'll be honest, I think this class is really like sustain heavy. There's nothing wrong with that. It seems really fun, honestly. So we'll get these. Get 1 strength, endurance, strength. Every 5th weapon attack restores 8 mana. I feel like that's pretty good for like resource management. I feel like anything in any game that allows you to fight and get resources back is it's pretty strong if you can manage it pretty well. Like most games, I play like a lot of turn-based RPGs and stuff. Most games where you're able to attack the enemy and get some form of a resource back is like it's pretty good because you do your move or action and essentially get back whatever that resource when you do like a basic attack or whatever. A Clef Scroll does it really well with their game. I've been playing that as well. I'm not gonna record that or put that on the channel. I'm just gonna play that for my own enjoyment. So, like, I'm playing this for my own enjoyment too, but I want to, you know, start up a series for it. Let's see.
I am listening.
Buy, sell, craft, and upgrade. Can I upgrade now? No. Any resources? Can find out that later. Of course, have some questions. Tell me about yourself.
It's not important. I should get back to work.
What do you know of this place?
All I know is that it's ancient. Some say it's protected by an old god. Others claim the tree is the body of a witch whose magic defends travelers. Maybe it's best not to question the miraculous, as long as it's saving your skin.
Where are you from?
Nowhere these days.
Interesting. So our boy here doesn't talk much, but he's very useful. As far as I know, that we're gonna get more vendors. They're gonna show up at the camp, and throughout the game, you upgrade them and get them better resources so they can, you know, aid you along your journey. I think you can go in here. I don't know. I'm not sure. I know there's yes. This was not here in the demo. They put this in the final game, dummy and stuff. So, oh yeah. I gotta like fill that up. Hold on. What is that? That's something. Is that the debuff? I think it's the debuff. Alright, well, the mana, I guess, only comes back when you're fighting, like, actual enemies and stuff. This is the compendium thing, you know, collection, statistics, all that cool stuff. It tells you all the enemies you killed, the amount of things you collected, the amount of time you played. We've been playing for like 22 minutes, the amount of quests you completed, the amount of witchstones, chests. There's 116, good lord. And then there's wooden, bronze, silver, and golden chests, and there's one above golden. Interesting. Items, there's all types of items, leg, back, chest, head, relics, rings, all types of cool stuff. Materials collected, special materials collected. Alright. Status effects inflicted, combat resources. It's a bunch of cool stuff. You know, it just shows your character's level, how much damage you've done, damage over time, all that cool stuff. And then, you know, the collection page. I don't think there's anything else in here. But no, I don't really know what else to speak on about. I know for the most part, oh yeah, check the options and stuff and extra helps, tips and tricks and stuff. Fast travel. For the most part, I play a lot of games, most games, RPGs, story-driven stuff. Anything that just piques my interest.
I'm on my own now. Let the adventure begin.
Let the adventure begin. Yeah, there's all types of games I'll play. Like I'm trying to do my best to get into like playing horror games.
Never alone. I need to be careful.
And
Can't do this.
over time, I'll try to get that on the channel. I think the biggest challenge is the combat is like trying to manage my stamina. Alright, whatever. Trying to, oh, yo, point. Yes, sir. We'll take that. That's a passive every 50, yep. Yeah, for me, I think it's trying to manage the resources and stamina. But what I was saying beforehand was, oh, what the hell? Oh, it hits all of them. That's okay. That's pretty dope. All right, that changes things up a little bit. I didn't know it was like a multi-hit thing or an all enemy. I need to read that. Hold on. Strike all enemies in a large radius around you with divine light, dealing 201 damage split between targets. Enemy strike have the armor reduced by 35% for 12 seconds. All right, well, you know what they say, kids. Reading is fundamental. You gotta read so you can understand, be able to comprehend it. Increase our service. All right. Oh. Gotta figure it out. What was I saying? Oh yeah, like I'm not very good with like horror and stuff like that. Like I wanna get into it more, and you know, I think there's something down here. Actually, there's an enemy down here.
Wickham,
What the hell?
or what's left of it.
I got a few like horror games that I want to get through. Like I got Resident Evil 7. I got because my friend sent me the money for it. I never had a chance to actually beat it all the way through. I have a bad habit of getting games and not beating them, so shame on me. But of course, that's why we're starting the whole YouTube thing. Hold on, there's something in my inventory that I want to get. Oh no, it's gone. All right, whatever. No mana. Oh, okay. Oops. I think I got Resident Evil. I got like another game. It's like a roguelite, and that like caught my attention just because it was a roguelite.
It's
lockpick. Let me think. What else? Claude.
Wasn't open from here.
I think it's called. What is it called? Saturnalia. Has a really cool art design, but like just the sound, ambience, and stuff is really freaky to me. And you know, being such a wuss, couldn't really do it on my own. But hopefully, starting the whole YouTube thing, it'll be better.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Give you a choice, head or guts.
I usually prefer head, but you know, that depends on who I'm talking to. Oh! Hey yo, fuck you. Get out of here.
I'll take this.
A bandit tunic, a brigand hood, and a brigand vest. I don't think any of that is beneficial to me at all, but you know, we'll check it out regardless. Nah, I played Resident Evil 2, the remake. I enjoyed that a lot. This stuff kind of sucks. Armor's down, but you get more health and vigor, more dexterity. What else they got? We'll take that. Defense, physical. Yeah, we don't got a hat. We'll take it. Yeah, tell me now. Yeah, I played 2. I enjoyed it a lot. I beat it. I think the first Resident Evil when I played was 5 with a friend back in like, was it middle school? Yeah, hung out with them, played Resident Evil 5, beat it. It was kind of scary, but it was super fun. My first introduction to like a game like that, or a horror game like that. Granted, Resident Evil 5 might not be as horror filled compared to the other ones in the series, but still, it was like a game that I played like that for my first time ever. Alrighty then. I got a lockpick. Going for that Yeah, chest back here. Resident Evil 5 was like my first introduction to it. I'm gonna heal up. Oh. Oh, actually, yeah. Get a point. And offensive mode. Strength, power, spirit. Was it spirit and strength? I think we want, right? Because spirit affects our the things we can do. Spirit, force, spell power. I think we want high spirit, high strength. So let's do like. Let's do. Let's get like spirit. We can do it 2 more times. Probably get 3 spirit. Some real cool passives they got going on. Yeah, no, like 5 was like my first introduction to those types of games. I knew about it beforehand. I just never able to play them. Growing up, I played like, of course, like Mario, Sonic. Played a lot of got a ring. Played a lot of like those, you know, just games where you oop. Hard to concentrate and fight, my fault. Played a lot of like games on the DS because I had a DS growing up, had a PSP. Never really had like a PlayStation on my own until I got to high school. Had like an Xbox growing up and stuff. Oh, that doesn't stagger him. Feels bad. Whatever, he's dead now. I think my first game that really got me into RPGs was Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days, and that alone had me like hooked for life on like RPGs and stuff. And after that, it was all downhill. Shut up. Get out of here. All right. What's on here? Oh yeah, that chest. But as far as like when it came to horror games, I can't really watch scary movies. I can watch things like suspenseful drama, you know, the detective stuff. But like when it comes to like horror, nah, I'm cooked. It's not my forte. I want to be, you know, more courageous in that area. Not so much for horror movies. I don't really care for them. But like the games, there's some really good scary games out there, and it's like I wanna be able to watch them, play them, get through it. So I might put up a few on the channel with like the games I got. Oh, you can slide down the ladder. When it comes to like games that might put up on the channel, like it might be newer stuff, it might be older stuff. I kind of just want to put up what I find interesting and what I like. I don't really want to follow like the status quo or the meta. I just want to put games that I enjoy and have fun with, and you know, oh, there's 2 of them. I'm not gonna attack you. Oh! Man, everything's easier when you use magic or the divine power of God to smite your foes. Nah, when I fought those guys as the warrior, it was a terrible time. I hated it. The range on that is kind of far, I'm not gonna lie. Well, yeah, essentially just expanding the repertoire of games and beating them and playing them and all that cool stuff. If I had to talk about like any game in general, I don't know if I'd have to talk about like my favorite games or just anything revolving around it. What's that?
Good.
Map fragment. This was like a little rat boss.
I'm gonna need a grappling hook to get through.
Um, I forgot what I was saying already. You might see that or hear that a lot. I might just forget what I'm talking about. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Pitfall. Yeah, when I play the game, I usually concentrate because, like, trying to multitask is difficult just because, like, ADHD and all that stuff. Focus on one thing, talk about one thing, might lose focus, might lose track. But I try to stay engaged as much as I can. Oh, my. It's a fat boy. A fat boy that's beating my butt. I missed again. Man, I suck at this. Don't have me in your Inquisition party. I might get us killed. He's spitting up. Oh, man. I'm panicking. Need to heal. Take that. Woo! Woo! Heal! Get off of me. Drink. I'm cooked. Oh no! I almost panicked. Almost blew that.
I've ever seen. That's not natural.
Oh man. See, can't multitask. I try, but like something like this, it was kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie. Almost blew that right there. It seems like we can. I made it. Cool. Bet. Another ring. Ooh. Oh. That's Pernak Bazdagon. That seems like. Hold on. Does more damage, scales with strength. Only scales with strength. Does more damage overall though. It's heavier, not as fast. Does more stagger, but the stamina is more taxing. My damage split between, what is that? 55 plus 50. 105 plus the modifier is 122. But we have faith and we need to stick with it. Yes, sir. That is a focus ring, less mana cost, which is always great. You know, resources and stuff. I get a cape. Hell yeah! Look at that. We're looking real snazzy. Little Red Riding Hood on the block. My bad. Yeah, for the most part, just trying to be more competent and you know do two things at once. I play a lot of like multiplayer games with my friends too. Not like a lot, but like just enough. Like Siege and 7 Days to Die. Oh.
Get younger all the time, they do. This one must have been ripped straight from his mother's tit before they slapped the helmet on him.
What's this? I thought they stopped trying to get the bodies. No, Ma? Let's get you some company, boy.
Insane. It's a mage. Be gone. Oh no. I am gonna suffer here if I don't. Oh, I didn't even see him down there. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like this. Alright, well, they're scrubs anyway. I can do whatever I want. Back up. Oh. Well, I'm better. I'm just better, alright? I need like a checkpoint. I'm scared. I have like 64 health. I'm hurt. There's a guy right there. I think there's bear traps in this area. Ah! Back up! Look, you see that? That's a bear trap right there. So they like to put traps on the ground, and sometimes it's hard to see them, especially in like certain areas of the game. And then like, what the hell? I think it's like vision based. Whew. Oh man. Oh man, that was scary. I think we're getting close to like another checkpoint here. I kind of want to end the video, and then, you know, do what I gotta do for it, and maybe start up another one. Oh, look. Asking, ye shall receive. I'm gonna probably cut this up into 2 parts. Like 2 30-minute videos. Hour session. I think that's pretty good for the most part. But, yeah. That was, I guess, like my introduction to the channel and who I am. I didn't really get too much information. I just kind of like blabbered off about whatever things here and there, let the cutscenes play. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, there'll be more that you can watch later down the road. But this will be the first playthrough for the channel. I like this game a lot. It's very fun, very. I think it's unique, but you know, to each their own. But I'll see you in the next video.